Below, because I'm about to give you a few dates and times. It's going to get a little confusing, but then we're going to go over all of the new updates for zombies in particular, and again there will be a link in the description down below so you can read through this article yourself or follow along through the video. First of all, we know DLC 4 Season 6 is October 7th. The Easter egg for zombies will go live October 7th, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. You can figure out what time that is for you just by putting that stuff into Google. I trust you. But the update will go live, and you'll be able to play the map on Wednesday, October 6th, 9 p.m. Pacific time. Okay? You won't be able to do the Easter egg yet, but you'll be just like we've had in all the prior seasons that we've actually had a map. It comes out the night before. You get to look around. You can play through it, but none of the actual Easter egg stuff is in it just yet. So you can get like some good ideas, get familiar with the map and all that, but you won't be able to play it, the actual Easter egg just yet. And it's entirely possible that the pre-download will start tonight at around 9 p.m., but I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see if that happens. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be ready and waiting as soon as 9 p.m. rolls around for Xbox and PlayStation. So subscribe to the channel and just keep an eye out tonight. You might want to turn on notifications for the next day or so, but then you can turn them off after that because I know it's annoying to get a lot of notifications. Anyhow, there's a link down below to this article. Let's go through the zombies information that we've got. Zombies, it all comes down to this. Requiem and Omega Group face off in the Ultimate Showdown. In Forsaken, our final round-based map in Black Ops Cold War Zombies, and the conclusion to the opening chapter of the Dark Ether story. Opening chapter because, as we know, Treyarch is doing Zombies for Vanguard. It's going back to World War II, so we're probably getting a prequel of sorts. I think we're going to get the Primus crew back. I think we're getting Richtofen back. I think we might get them both back at the very, very, very end of this final Easter egg, the one for Forsaken. I think at the very end we might just get, we might find out that Richtofen is the director. Samantha, as we're about to see, will be there. And coming through that portal at the very end of the map of the Easter egg is going to be Tank Dempsey, Nikolai Belinsky, Takeo, and maybe, this is the weird one, because remember, Eddie got walked out, the boy, Edward Richtofen, Eddie. We might get adult from back then, Richtofen, as well. So we might have two Richtofens. And to me, that's great. You can't get better than, what's better than one Richtofen? Another one. Okay, as Omega attempts to lure the Forsaken into this dimension, believing they can capture its power to weaponize against the West, Requiem plans on extracting Casimir Zykov from the Dark Ether to prevent the Forsaken from entering our world. Meanwhile, Requiem's director has approved Agent Maxis for Operation First Domino, tapping into her newfound Dark Ether powers to serve Requiem's secretive objectives. The stakes have never been higher for Samantha Maxis and for reality as we know it. If you've not been paying attention to the intel collected throughout the seasons lately, Samantha's powers are quite strong now. She can teleport herself. She can teleport other people. She can kill people with her mind now. The director has forced her to know all of these things by making her do this stuff. So that's kind of why I'm thinking maybe the director is not Richtofen, but very well could be. I don't know. Okay, so let's continue. Fortunately, as members of Requiem's elite strike team, you'll have access to plenty of new toys as you arrive at Omega's secret test site in western Ukraine. This includes one of the most unique wonder weapons in the history of zombies, the Chrysalics, or Chrysalax. I'm not sure how you say that, but I'm going to say Chrysalics. Forged in the pools of Etheria within the Dark Ether itself. This new multifunction wonder weapon in Forsaken can be acquired through its own in-game quest, as a potential reward in trials, or as a lucky roll in the mystery box. As its ancient schematic suggests, this weapon can take two different forms. The first is the Chrysalic Savager, an ethereal axe that can kill multiple zombies in a single swipe and launch a spinning energy blade into the air. By shifting the hilt into a front grip, the wonder weapon transforms into the Chrysalic Storm, a rapid-fire dark ether energy weapon. In this form, shots have a chance to mutate normal zombies into explosive Ethereum crystal bombs for some added crowd control. The new wonder weapon sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, and also keeping in line with everything that we've experienced so far with Cold War zombies. It's going to be very powerful. It's going to be a powerful wonder weapon. The Cerberus from the last map in Berlin was very, very strong. This one sounds like it's going to be pretty damn impressive as well. So I can't wait to get my hands on that. And again, you'll be able to get it by completing the quest. Again, just finding it throughout the map. You're going to have a couple of challenges to do, you know, little hints and things that we got to go find. And get it from the box, or doing trials on the map and pulling it from once you get probably, you know, legendary, and you can pull it out of there, perhaps. Not definitely, but perhaps. We're also bringing in the big guns, literally, with 2 new support weapons, the hand cannon and the ARC-XD, aka the Ether remote-controlled explosive device. Pick up the hand cannon at the crafting table when you want to deal massive damage to special or elite enemies at their weak points, or if you're looking to clear an area with as few shots as possible. If you've got the need for speed, the ARC-XD takes out zombies as you drive past them with a pulse attack from its attached Ethereum crystal, and its explosion on impacts is more than enough to clear a room. So we saw that in the blueprints that Treyarch has been, you know, posted to Twitter and to Instagram. With the ARC-XD, that in the back, like the bed of the pickup truck, basically, there is Ethereum crystal. So apparently we're just going to drive it through, and the Ethereum crystal itself emits this pulse that will just kill nearby zombies. And then when you run into something, that's when it blows up, and it will clear out, you know, whatever zombies are in that vicinity as well. Hand cannon you're familiar with if you played multiplayer at all. It's just a really strong, big gun. That's it. Now, well, this is probably what you really wanted to know. For our 10th and final Zombies perk, we're delivering the best of both worlds with the evolution of a series favorite. PhD Slider comes to Forsaken in its own dedicated perk machine, and at Der Wonderfizz in all round-based maps, and Outbreak, packed with game-changing abilities. Longtime fans will be familiar with PhD's base ability and some of its crucial upgrades, including immunity to explosive damage from your own weapons. However, its true potential is unlocked once all 5 skill tiers have been activated. Here's what PhD Slider brings to the table. Base ability. Sliding into enemies triggers an explosion. The size and damage increase the farther you slide before impact. So that's self-explanatory. No need to go into that. Skill tier 1. Immunity to environmental damage while sliding. Now, I'm not entirely sure about this. Environmental damage, to me, would mean like if you're falling from a height where you would take fall damage, because if you're taking damage from zombies, I wouldn't call that environmental damage. That's, you know, that's just zombie damage, isn't it? Like, I don't know what there would be separating it from. But while you're actually sliding, it sounds like you cannot take any kind of damage. So I'm not sure about the fall damage, though, because we're about to see, that's wordly to me, and it's not very clear what they're actually trying to communicate with that, because we'll see in a second. Well, it's skill tier 5 there, but let's just go through these one by one. So skill tier 2, increased slide duration. Basically, you're going to slide further. Skill tier 3, immunity to self-inflicted explosive damage. Skill tier 4, increased slide speed. So you are now sliding further and faster. Skill tier 5, falling from a large height will trigger an explosion. The size and damage increase the higher you fall. Now, this is why I say I'm not sure with skill tier 1 what they actually mean by environmental damage while sliding. I'm assuming that it has to mean that if zombies are trying to hit you while you're sliding, you don't take any damage. Because skill tier 5 means, you know, falling from height, if it's high enough for you to take fall damage, is what I would assume, will trigger an explosion, and it just gets larger and larger and larger and larger. Let's all head to Duga, on top of Array, by the way, and jump off and see what happens. You might have to slide off, though. That's the thing. We'll have to figure that out once we get into the game. So anyhow, this is stuff that we'll need to play with a little bit, you know, once we get in. But again, I'm going to be on skill tier 5 the moment it releases, because I'm hopping on and earning my Ethereum crystals immediately. Because you can carry all 10 perks with no limits in Cold War, players can combine a maxed out PhD slider with perks like Speed Cola, Juggernog, and Stamina Up to sprint into a slide even faster, stay alive longer after slamming into hordes at high rounds, and survive massive blasts generated by dropping from huge height. Of course, a new Zombies map brings a new set of Zombies challenges to take on for cosmetic items and XP rewards. These are the seasonal challenges you get. There'll be 20 new ones. Ready to go hunting, clear your calendar, and assemble your squad. The main quest in Forsaken kicks off 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Thursday, October 7th. I already went through those dates and times. Again, there's a link in the description below if you want to come here and look at all of these things by yourself in print. You won't want to miss this. Also, this is kind of big news too. In Season 6, the D.I.E. Wonder Weapon can now be upgraded at the Pack-a-Punch machine. I'm going to hop onto D Machine to try to earn some Ethereum crystals off the bat. You earn more, by the way, playing Outbreak than you do round-based maps. So I'm going to hop onto D Machine, though, get the D.I.E., Pack-a-Punch it, and it can't... Well, it could, I suppose. It could give you the elemental upgrades that we're used to, doing the quests for. Or it just makes it stronger and stronger and stronger like you would normally do with a regular gun, and you can do that up to 3 times. So that'd be interesting to find out. I'm not sure. I'm going to stream all 3 round-based maps tomorrow, by the way, before the launch of Season 6. Just kind of as a reintroduction heading into DLC 4 in the final Cold War Zombies map. So again, if you want to be subscribed and turn on those notifications for the next couple of days just so you don't miss anything. Also in Season 6, yes, I just went through that Pack-a-Punch machine for the D.I.E. all-round based maps and Outbreak. We're also enabling the Rampage Inducer for local offline play. Just kind of as a reintroduction, gameplay improvements and stability fixes this week. Check out all the patch notes below for details. We're not going to go through all of that. There is something new for Onslaught as well. I'm not going to go through any of that because I don't play it and you don't play it either, so quit lying. All right, guys, that's it. Be subscribed, turn on notifications, and we will see you out. Well, I'm going to be making a ton of guides as well for the new map. So basically starting right at 9 p.m. Tomorrow night, I'll be hopping on and how to turn on power, how to turn on Pack-a-Punch, where are all the perk machines, where's Wonder Fizz, all that kind of stuff that you need to know so that 10 a.m. you're ready to go Easter egg hunting, and you won't have to be looking around for the little stuff that you just need to know to turn on power and all that kind of stuff. So again, be subscribed, turn on those notifications just for the next few days, and then you can turn the notifications off, but you have to stay subscribed. That's the law.